I identify as a lesbian. I am also an AFAB woman. I use she, her pronouns. Although other people do like to use he, him, and they, them, but I am she, her. I've lived in Brighton for 18 years. I go to queer events.
So you don't have any specific spaces, maybe like cafes or bars that you think?
I mean, of course there's Revenge. That is a queer space. But I don't think there are particularly many queer spaces in Brighton that are actually queer spaces, because obviously there's a lot of straight people in Revenge. They're kind of like spaces that maybe just get a little bit adopted by queer people. So there's been like a cafe in the lanes that I would go to with a lot of my queer friends, and the people who work there were queer, and it was kind of inadvertently queer. Being a woman kind of can impact queer spaces for you, because it does tend to be that you have a lot of gay man spaces. There aren't any exclusively non-cis men spaces in Brighton.
Do you think there are any challenges that individuals might face?
Well, there's the challenge of homophobia. Being out with other women and people, especially men, maybe kind of fetishizing that a little bit and taking it to be something for their enjoyment, or the other way, and kind of dismissing your relationship.
How do you define yourself?
I'm bisexual. I'm a woman. I think I feel really safe in Brighton. Like, it's one of the most queer cities in the UK. I think it is the most queer city in the UK. So, you definitely feel very safe and very comfortable here. I think Sussex is really good. They have a lot of they have an LGBT society, and everyone is pretty much very friendly and doesn't really tolerate hate and stuff like that, and they let it be known. Like, I've seen some in bathrooms. There's a lot of tolerance here, and everybody's so friendly and nice, and it just makes it feel like everybody can be heard, everybody can be included. From London, and I would say that, like, just a lot of ignorance, but I think that's more when I was younger. As you get older, people are a bit more tolerant.
My pronouns and sexuality, I am a he, him, and I'm bisexual.
Do you see a sense of community though within?
Oh, 100%. It's easily the gayest city in England.
Okay.
I mean, you walk around, you see like rainbow flags everywhere, and like, this is a safe space for you kind of thing. It goes hard. Revenge is great. Revenge is, you walk in, the doors are rainbow. You get to the dance floor. It's amazing. You walk down the stairs, it says, this is a safe space, everyone's welcome here, yada yada yada. They have little drag things on show. It's cool. I don't know, I think queer identity goes far beyond what your sexuality is. Like, I mean, I don't know, I think being bisexual is good. All it means is I like girls and boys. I think queer identity is very separate, because like, saying you're bi doesn't mean you're gonna like wear a skirt and walk out. You could be bi and wear jeans, be bi wear really stereotypically male clothes, really stereotypically female clothes. Doesn't really matter. They're separate things, in my opinion.
Preferred pronouns, she, they. Sexuality, bisexual. Relationship status, girlfriend with an open relationship.
How would you say you feel about languages and labels in terms of expressing your identity?
I feel like they're there to help people find what they can identify with and help them figure themselves out, but I do feel like sometimes it goes to an extent that's not necessary. Like, you see a lot of queer discourse on like the micro labels, and like they've made so many, and I don't really feel like it's necessary. But then again, like, you know, what makes people happy? Who am I to be someone to argue with that? Like, in general, it's like much more openly queer accepting, like as a whole city, rather than just like certain parts. Like, even if you're not in like an explicitly queer place, it still feels like fine to be like safely express